So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Mars in the 10th house in the sign of Cancer for Libra Ascendant people. As in, what happens when it sits in the 10th house in Cancer while it rules the 7th house and the 2nd house. Okay, and as always, if you do not know if you have this particular position, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with all your astrological details, check out the links here, astrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and link to my academy, Magavit Astrology Academy, where you'll find all my courses, including my new course, Nandi Nadi course, which I'm currently doing, which is going to go on for quite a while. So you can join anytime you want. And of course, the most successful course, Vastu. So, Mars in the 10th house in Cancer. So, as you know, 10th house represents how you're operating in society. It shows how your work environment is like when you're working. It shows the potential of a status of an individual. And now this particular house is controlled by Mars. Now you may have other conjunction with Mars in your chart here. So we're not going to discuss that because of course they can alter and change a whole lot of things. But so we're going to simply focus on Mars. So first of all, when Mars is in the 10th house for the actual individual whose chart we're looking at, you're going to see they have to become emotionally attached to their work in order for them to succeed. If they're not emotionally attached with the work that they're here to do, they will run into conflicts in that work environment. Whether it's with bosses, whether it's with coworkers, whether it's with customers, whether it's with clients, whoever that they're trying to deal with out in society. They're going to run into conflict with those people because Mars right now is on the charge of water, is being charged through water. So when this Mars does not emotionally connect with the work, does not emotionally feel tormented by the alacrity of the achievement, they cannot find achievement. And of course, you will not find a Mars like this. Because Mars is in Cancer, ultimately in their life, the success they achieve is when they create an emotional conflict in their mind. Meaning, for example, you will see with Mars in the sign of Cancer, this person can emotionally create artificial competition inside them. Like, okay, this person is getting the promotion. They have nothing to do with this person. They've never even heard of this person. They never spoke to this person in their work environment. But they know they exist there and they're getting a promotion. Now, in order for this person to succeed and get their promotion, what they will do, they will conjure up something in their head that, oh, this person must have done this and this is why they did this. Okay, I'm gonna beat them at their game. It's only then this Mars gives you the success. You will also see with Mars. And again, this is not a negative thing. This is a positive attitude that can give them great achievements. They have to become emotional to a point where they can cry about their work. When that happens, suddenly something rises. Because what happens is Mars is in water, right? And we know that this is the debilitated position of Mars. It's like you have left a soldier, a general, on a single boat in the middle of the water. You know, how useful are they going to be? So what is the way for them to kind of like come to the shore? It's by drinking up all the water, right? Exhausting the water. So how does the exhaustion of the water happen? When they cry. When they cry and they work out and the sweat comes out. This is where this person is now able to gain strength. Gain that motivation in their work life. And especially, of course, Mars cannot be in control of your marriage or marriage timing unless, of course, you have no planets in the 7th or 2nd house. But what we see is that especially after marriage, this whole concept that I'm telling you about of Mars becomes completely energized. You won't feel this anguish of Mars in Cancer until you get married. And after that, if your success comes in, you are going to behave like the way I'm telling you. The other thing, younger brother and the spouse of this person will be extremely emotional individual who will get offended at every little thing. Meaning you kind of made fun of them. You said some joke about them in front of people that they didn't even know, meaning your own friends. You're out in public, you say something funny, they get offended by it because that's when Mars is fully charged. Because in the 10th house is what? 10th house is the outer place. So whether you're at a restaurant, whether somebody is at somebody's house, whether you're in some kind of a sporting event, I don't care where you are outside the home. The if you let's say especially are a female and you're married, you want to be careful of what you're about to say as a joke to your spouse, because they can emotionally either shut down or suddenly become very defensive. And especially Mars in the 10th house will only work when they are the one who are responsible for most of the things at work. When they know that it is them who's going to be steering this ship forward and not just some like five other managers. This person will become demotivated if there's five other people above them. Why is that? Because the Pada of the 7th house is landing in the Ascendant. Of course, if you don't know the Pada system, it's simple. You can take on my Gemini course and you'll find out the Pada system. Okay. And for them, the competitive behavior is the only way they will be able to energize their money. Unless they're in an environment of competition where there's other people doing exactly the same thing as they are, that's when they feel, you know, that's when they feel at their best. Like, especially like these people have to be under pressure if they want to make money. Because the Pada of the second, okay, which is Mars. Mars rules the second house of money, lands in the 6th house. So they must be in an environment of competition in order for them to, and not only just a competition, they have to be kind of like be under pressure, be under pushed against the wall to really start, producing results. And the other thing you will see, your spouse. If you are a Libra ascendant, your spouse will do a lot of traveling. They'll have to do a lot of traveling, and traveling is actually will be very good for their profession. But in this case, it's for you as well. If you do business or if you have a profession that lets you travel, this is where Mars will give you excellent results. The other thing, right, earlier when I was talking about like tears and sweats. So when you work out, when you're working out, you're exhausting the water inside you. And this is why it's so important for Mars in the 10th house person to just work out. Go into a gym, actual gym place where you swipe your card or something and you go inside and you start working out, because you're in that environment, right? It's like the 5 tattvas. You're in that, you have to be in that tattva, that element. And this is where Mars is going to start becoming like it's exalted Mars. Mars is exalted for Libra ascendant. Mars in the 10th house. It is exalted. But the thing is, in order to really take him out of his jacket, the watery jacket it has, you have to exhaust this Mars. So the more you work out, you will see. Especially go on a Tuesday. Tuesday and Saturday. Because Tuesday is the day of Mars. And Saturday is Saturn, in whose sign Mars is exalted. So these 2 days always keep for working out. I don't care if it's half an hour to 1 hour, whatever, however long. Maybe you just love working out. You're a bodybuilder, so you're spending most of your time in the gym, 6 hours a day. Make Tuesday and Saturday the one play time when you do your most of your workout. And you will see how your success comes into play. Doesn't matter about the dasha. Forget even the transit. Once you are doing the work that this Mars is doing, is going to give you the results that you want. And especially you will notice this with Libra ascendant people. When you start a gym, when you join a gym and start a gym, within a month or two, you end up being in a relationship or you end up dating. You suddenly attract people towards you. So that's another potent remedy for Libra people. Because once you start working with Mars, okay, especially on the day of Mars or Saturday, you naturally will see you're activating not only Mars, you're activating the 7th house as well as the 2nd house. But especially the 7th house because it's the 7th house with Aries, the body, you, and your partner. Okay? So guys, this was my analysis of Mars in the 10th house for Libra ascendant people. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss these type of videos. And if you want to know where your Mars is placed along with the astrological details, check out the links here, astrology.com. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.